Hey guys, Adam Shaw here. This month, Rodtang is fighting Superlek, March the 24th. Um, Everyone, I think most people that watch the channel will know about Rodtang and what he does. You know, he's very come forward and like ready to fight. Like he's one that he's like a fan favorite for that reason. You know, super tough and likes to get into a fight. Superlek, I think maybe people don't really know much about him, but he's had a pretty good career. He was two-time Lumpini champion. He was a fighter of the year, 11 years ago now, which is pretty crazy to think how long he's been around. I've got him. This is his fight against Panpayak. So I'll just get into it. Panpayak is also. I might make a video about him. I feel like he's a bit underappreciated by people these days. Panpayak, he was a four-time Lumpini champion, two-time Rodtang champion, three-time fighter of the year. I think he's the only one to get that. I'll just turn this down. Superlek's in the white shorts. Panpayak is in the black shorts. So, as like by Muay Thai stadiums, Panpayak is probably the most highest acclaimed. He's definitely among them. But yeah, Superlek is, he's a great scorer. If you look at the speed and the power of his right kick, especially at the weight, he's very strong. But Panpayak, I thought this would be a more interesting fight. This isn't Superlek's most recent fight. He had a fight a month after this, and he's been pretty in. I don't think he's fought. Yeah, so his last fight was against Daniel Puertes, a Spanish guy. I was going to do that video, but I thought it'd be more interesting to watch him against Panpayak. It's good to see like two clever Thais fighting each other. Yeah. So Superlek, he is fun to watch. He puts everything together really well. Just so does Panpayak. They're not really specialists of anything. Superlek is known for his kicks, but he's also a good boxer. If you look on his wiki page, it says that he had a WBC title, but I haven't been able to see anything like any of his boxing fights or anything, so I'm not too sure about that one. But he does have good hands. There you go. It's fun to see Thais getting into these kicking exchanges. It's very difficult to score fights like this. And they're both doing some effective work. This is their second fight, I think. I think Superlek won the first one as well. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Superlek won the first one too. Spoiler alert, Superlek wins this one. But yeah, you'll see that Panpayak, he's very patient. He lets Superlek come to him and then lets him fight, then he'll fire back. He's very patient like that. It's good to see. Sometimes you can kind of see their brains working. The fight that he's going to have with Rodtang will be different. I think Rodtang will try and take the pace to him, and Rodtang works really well at a closer range, and he boxes well, he slips and evades shots well, but then also comes back with good quality work. It's going to be like a real battle of Rodtang's like rough and ready style against Superlek's very, very clean scoring, very kick heavy, but he's gonna be looking to get the cleanest scores. But yeah, so that I think Superlek versus Rodtang will be fun. This fight though, you can see it's pretty even. I just feel like Panpayak doesn't really get the credit that he deserves at the moment. There's not many people talking about him, but he is good. Yeah, Olivia Costa letting him work in the clinch. That's good to see as well. Sometimes the referee shut down the clinch really early. That kick is so fast from Superlek. So these kind of like little exchanges where, so for me, Rodtang needs to be able to evade the kick, but then also box from that. And you'll kind of see Panpayak doing that, but there you go. Look, so he kind of gets some momentum going and then comes forward. I think Rodtang needs to be using feints to try and bait a Superlek into kicking and then taking advantage of what of that situation. But Superlek is very smart. And you know, it's good that you get to see two like high level Thais fight like this, and you know you'll see it with the Rodtang fight too. You know, for so long you were seeing fights in like Thai fight and stuff where it was only Thais versus foreigners. You know, that's something that like came, you know, Buakaw did. You know, once he started to fight foreigners, he never really fought Thais again. And you know, it's a shame because some questions didn't get answered, like would he have beat Rodtang when they were both in their prime? You know, sadly we'll never know. This is nice actually. It's a good skill here. What Superlek's doing, he's locked up the body of Panpayak. It'll go forward to it now. So he's locked up the body here, but he's controlling his, like he's managed to keep his head by Panpayak's head so that he can't really get elbowed. But he's also pushing his shoulders forward so that like doing it like that means that he can still get his hips backwards but still have control of this body lock that he's got. So from this position he's still able to knee. What happens a lot of the time is you'll get someone in the clinch and hold them tight here, but you can't pull your hips back. So yeah, it's pretty good here. And he's, you know, look at the amount of knees that he's able to throw. Panpayak's a very capable clincher himself, but he's having to here try and block his knees with his hand. It's rare that you'll see like, you know, high level guys doing that. But you know, he gets control here, and then yeah, Superlek taking control over the outside. You know, it's a safe way of like neutralizing the clinch. The speed of that, it's blistering. He kicks so fast, he blisters the skin off his shin bones. Yeah, you can kind of like they're both, you know, ready to counter. Wow, look at that. So this is just from the anticipation of knowing that he knows that he's going to kick and try and draw him into a retaliation, but then also try and win that too. Kick, knowing that another kick's going to come straight after. Very smart. A counter in the counter. It's, you know, it's high level stuff. You know, that's when you see like it becomes more of a game of chess then. When you get guys like this that, you know, that play the game and they, you know, they go through it like that, rather than someone like Rodtang that doesn't do that as much but comes forward and tries to fight. And that's the difference. To these two, you can say that it's more of a game. I mean, they've both got knockouts, but yeah, to these two, you can see it's kind of more of a game where they're, you know, point scoring. Whereas someone like Rodtang doesn't really seem to do that. It's been a long time since I've seen him fight at like a high Thai, but Summer Patch I think he fought. But yeah, this is a different kind of fight. Was it? Yeah, he fought somebody. I get Nonga and Rodtang confused quite often, and they're not even that similar, so I don't know why I do it. Nice. You can see that, like, at times that, you know, they prefer to be in a ring than a cage, because you can kind of see how he's trying to set things up and trap his opponent. And something like, you know, they've spent years and years and years of working in rings, and now they're in a cage where they can't use the corners the same, they can't use the ring control the same. You know, it's yeah, it's interesting to see sometimes. It's amazing the difference that it makes. I do personally. I was much better in the ring than trying to fight in a cage or an open floor space. The bruising on Panpayak's leg there. This kick will be a problem for Rodtang. I really do think that Rodtang's going to have to work on his feints and try and be a little bit more evasive. I definitely don't think that he'll be dropping his hands and telling him to punch him. I mean, you never know with Rodtang, right? He's like the Tasmanian devil, but yeah, I think he'll have too much respect. Even this, just not like this. I don't normally like to see it because I think people use it like incorrectly. But if you look, he throws this and then he just kicks like onto the hip. Is it the hip or just into the rib? Either way, it's just enough to just stop his opponent moving. Yeah, it was into the rib, but it's just enough just to stop him from pushing forward. That takes great skill because you either commit to the round kick or you commit to the like side kick. It's difficult to be able to do both well. Oh, nice sort of combination there. That's one to drill in the gym. What was it? Yeah, wicked little combination. That just a low kick, head, so it goes. Nice. It is a nice little combination actually. Hitting from this way, where you go right to left to right to left, it's how you're going to get more power into your shots rather than going left left or right right. And it helps with your balance too. So it goes low kick, left hook to the head, and then kick to the body. And all of those would have been hard. Yeah, when you start to throw like power into combinations, I think you are much better off, you know, like alternating sides, left, right, you know, like jab, cross, left hook, right kick, you know. No, you can. They both thought that they won, and you know you can see why. I think you know, it was a good fight. Definitely, it's interesting to see guys like that going, and yeah, it's gonna be fun to see Superlek against Rodtang. You know, I do think that Rodtang's strategy needs to be baiting Superlek into a kick and then trying to punish him for missing. Panpayak, he can just do things so well. You know, he's controlling the clinch is really good. Obviously his kicks, but you know, which is, you know, that's what he's known for. He could have a really easy night if he just outscores Rodtang and stays out of his way. I don't think for a second he's going to try to get into a gunfight with him, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to be going live tomorrow for the Lumpini, the Friday night fights. I tried to do it. I tried to go live for the big event, the Fabrizio Andrade one, but I kept getting the page shut down, the live shut down for copyright claims. So I'm hoping that it won't do it tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, hopefully I'll see some of you there. If there's any videos or fights that you want me to take a look at, just leave it in the comments. I've got my socials in the description, so you can send me a message there too. I'll speak to you soon, guys.